It's like people are not just buying only from emails. People are not just buying strictly from a sales page. People are not only buying from specifically just posts on social media. People don't care about this anymore. People want human connection. They want to buy and give their money and give their time and energy to the people that they know, like, and trust, that they have a rapport and a relationship with. My third best tip, and these are the three things I truly believe are the reasons that my clients and I have such profitable launches. The third reason, or the third tip for you guys, is human connection and two-way conversations. This is something I would say 90% of nobody does. Nobody's doing this, and I don't understand why. We put so much work to get someone to register. Do you know how hard, I don't want to say it's hard, but do you know how much work and effort goes into getting somebody to give you their email address today? It isn't like it was a few years ago. People would give you their address, for nothing, for like a checklist, right? Today, people want a little bit of like, who are you? Tell me who you are, what's going on here? Why are you asking for my personal information? What am I going to get if I do that? Like, people are more skeptical, and they're also just very, very cautious of who gets their time and attention and information. And so gone are the days that you don't have to sell your free stuff. You do. You have to sell people on your free stuff, or they're not giving you a time of day. They're busy, and they have like a million other people just like you sending them DMs. Hey, free workshop. They don't care. So are you and a million other people, right? They have these flooding their emails. Free workshop, free workshop. Everybody's doing it. This isn't like unique. They are going to cherry pick who they participate with. And so you have to build trust and relationship with your audience, or they're going to buy from your competitor, period. That's the market we are in right now. The buy-in is different. People are buying differently today than just a couple years ago. And so one thing I'm always teaching my clients almost every day, I'm always reminding them, if you're going to sell in today's market the same way you did a couple of years ago, you are going to be broke and bankrupt in the next year, because no one is buying today the way they did a couple of years ago. The buy-in is different. People are buying differently, and you have to learn how to pivot with that. You have to learn how to make some tweaks and changes so that you're serving the buy-in market as it is today. And people are buying from people they know, like, and trust, period. If you don't have time to build a relationship with them, they don't have time to give you their money. They don't have time to show up for your free anything if you don't have time for them. And that's the market we're in right now. That's it, period. It's like people are not just buying only from emails. People are not just buying strictly from a sales page. People are not only buying from specifically just posts on social media. People don't care about this anymore. People want human connection. They want to buy and give their money and give their time and energy to the people that they know, like, and trust, that they have a rapport and a relationship with. So a big part of you being able to withdraw reciprocity, you have to deposit reciprocity first, kind of like a bank account. You can't go to your ATM and withdraw money if you don't have if you haven't deposited any money. There's no money to withdraw. And so what you have to remember when it comes to your audience, you're asking them to do a lot. You're asking them to take time out of their day to show up and watch you live. You're asking them to participate for multiple days in a row, for possibly hours all week long. You're asking them to comment. You're asking them to take an action. You're asking them to listen to you and trust you. Give me your time. Do you know how valuable someone's time is? I can make hundreds of thousands of dollars with my time. So to take any amount of time, even 5 minutes, and give it to somebody, they better make it worth my 5 minutes, because there's a lot I can do in 5 minutes. I'm a grinder, right? I'm hungry. Like, I'm gonna roll my sleeves up, get the job done. I can do a lot in 5 minutes. If someone's going to ask me to give them 5 minutes of my time, you better sum up in about 2 seconds. What are we doing with that time? What am I getting out of this? Because I don't have a lot of time. And you have to understand that's the buy-in market right now. Now, there are those other people who don't have any money and they have all the free time in the world. Those people will sit around and watch all your stuff and comment and engage in whatever, but they're not going to buy. if you want to talk to buyers, if you want people that actually have money to invest in your services and in your programs, you have to build relationship with those people. So you've got to deposit reciprocity so that you can withdraw reciprocity. So you got to go first. And so one of the things, even when we go into multi-million-dollar companies, they'll come to me and say, Ann, I need you to come in because my sales team, they're not producing sales inside of my launches. Like, we're getting very little to no conversions. And I have a whole sales team and they're working all these leads. We have all these leads and we're not getting conversions. I don't understand what's happening. And when I go in and I look at what they're doing, I'm like, you guys, you're not even building relationships. You're not even talking to anybody. You're not having any two-way anything. And this is a problem because these people are fading off. These people are dying off. Like, you're not building any relationship or rapport with them. And this is extremely dangerous in today's online buy-in space. So my recommendation, the way that I teach launching and the way that my clients do launching and the way that we do launching is there needs to be a 90% focus, 90% focus on building human connection, two-way conversation. You got to get your people in proximity. I think the biggest mistake that you can make is thinking that you can get a sale from someone who's not in proximity with you. If they're not in proximity, if in case you don't know, I don't know who knows the word, but proximity is that they're in connection with you and talking to you. We're standing here together having a conversation. If no one is talking to you and nobody's listening to you and no one is responding to you and nobody's engaging with you, you don't have them in proximity. And without proximity, there are no sales to be made. There isn't a sale to be made. No one's talking to you. And so again, number one is you've got to put 90% of your focus, your time and attention before, during, and even after your launch on talking to every single person that raises their hand and joins your community in a launch or out of a launch. Do you know how many conversations my sales team and I have a day? 200. Monday through Friday, we talk to 200 people every mother loving day. That's what we do. And we close multiple seven figures, 4 or 5 hours a day. And we talk to 200 people a day, Monday through Friday. We have DMs going out. We have conversations going. We're on audios. We're in triage. We're in sales calls. We are sending people back to free stuff. We're qualifying people. We're nurturing people. We're plugging them into content that is super helpful for them. We are putting in and depositing reciprocity all day, every single day. And we are building rapport and relationships so that when someone's ready to buy, they come to us. When they're ready, we're not forcing nobody. When they're ready, they come to us. And that isn't happening if my competitor is down there in the DMs and on calls and talking and answering questions and building relationship. And we're over here with our head in the sand, sitting back. Where's my sales? That isn't going to work in today's online space, right? And so 90% of your time, your energy, and if you got to hire someone to help you do this, then you do that. We use Group Track, which is our sales database, and it does a lot of the automation pieces for us, and then we jump in and do the manual. I could absolutely give you guys our affiliate link if you want to try like a free trial and check it out. But this is literally, it's our sales pipeline machine. I mean, we train all our clients on this. We train every seller on this. We use this every day. I think we have a training in the guide somewhere on it, but like how we use it, we teach it to all of our clients. I swear by it. I live by it. I don't know how we did sales before because it tracks, it tags, it sends messages. It like adds people to our email list and make sure they get our welcome email. And it's amazing when you're doing a launch because you can't possibly do all of these connection points as just one human all by yourself manually. And so it does a lot of like the automation pieces for us, but no matter what, especially if you have a small audience, this needs to happen, right? You've got to put more focus on not just getting registrants, but like those people need to show up. Those people need to watch your stuff or there's not going to be a sale if they're not talking to you, right? And I would say that 90% of people just don't have conversions in their launches. And this is a big reason why. I mean, even when we go into multi-million-dollar coaching companies who have sales team, the sales team is not even talking to the leads. They're just like tagging them in a welcome post. They're not even talking to them. They're not even building relationship. They're not even getting data. They're not building any reciprocity. They're not even having like rapport and trust built. No conversations are happening. There's just like some tag in, like welcome to the group, and then tag when we go live, and then tag in the replay, and then like shoot out the replay emails, and then they pitch to death. They just pitch to death. And I'm like, yeah, you're not getting a lot of sales inside your lunch because you're not building any reciprocity. You're not giving any, like, you're not even giving any time to these people.